I'll wait on hold for 30 minutes. Just tell me it's going to be that long. I'll hit you on speaker.
But if you make him wait, he's going to type some stuff in all caps.
So I typed some stuff in all caps.
By the way, there was a couple emails that I was privy to between you and multiple people that work at this organization.
Yeah.
They're fun reads.
I don't even know what to start with. I mean, we almost lost our entire our show feed. It's just gone. Mm-hmm. World War III is on the horizon.
Mm-hmm. Between us and Libsyn.
Hopefully not. Yeah, between us and liberated syndication. And then we also have a harrowing encounter with a zombie that Pat had.
Which seems, since we're going, we're not, the world is, horrible things are happening right now.
Horrible things
and
are
I
happening.
feel like me sharing a small tale of living in a pretty legit enclave of Los Angeles, and one of my gripes is just being surrounded by zombies. It seems smaller than what's happening on the world
stage. Did you say legit?
Did I say legit? What did I say? In what context did I say legit? But the story that I'm about to weave is a zombie pulled a weapon on me. So I think I can share this story.
All right. Well, before we get there,
I think, Pat, you make up a very good point. Lots of the stuff we discuss may come off as trivial, but we're here for a distraction, so we can have a sweet reprieve from the horrifying stuff we're seeing on the news.
yeah, I was very, very upset that my Uber was 20 minutes late because he couldn't get off of Sunset, and it's the worst thing that happened to me today. So we're very grateful to be here. And we're just going to gab and goof like we always do. So speaking of World War III, we are going to war with Libsyn. Now, if you don't know what Libsyn is, it's a podcast distribution platform. We won't bore you with the yucky, grimy details, but it's where you upload your podcasts and where you get it.
Get your numbers. We see how many people are downloading it.
All that
what
stuff.
countries.
Yep.
That helps us get advertisers, by the way. So when they see that data, that's how we get all these people come and say they'll pay us to talk about the show. I'm just trying to build a case for how important and integral it is when it's functioning properly in our business model.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And how good they've served us for 5 years with minor hiccups here or there.
Right, but this one was quite the hiccup. So, World War III has begun. So we had a couple fans of ours saying, "Hey, can't get your podcasts on the Bachelor feed." We do a show on the Bachelor. It's gonna be dead soon. So our fans say, "Oh, guys, these episodes aren't popping up," and we go, "Oh, that's probably just something going on with their player." Then we pop back behind the matrix of all the numbies and data and all that shit, and we find out that it's just gone. The entire content library is just completely gone. So we're wondering what is going on here. And
well, it first came up with, we were having a phone call with our media buyer.
Right.
And he's like, "Hey, all right, let me look at your feed. I want to look at that numbers." And he couldn't pull it up. He says, "I'm not seeing the Bachelor stuff."
Right.
And that's when it first came on my radar, like, uh-oh. There's a problem here.
There's a problem here.
Mission control.
There were a number of reports days earlier from some listeners saying they were unable to access it, but I didn't investigate.
I didn't investigate either. I assumed that it was probably that they were listening on Stitcher or something like that.
It was somehow their fault.
Right. Something we don't have time for. So, but alas, it was something that we had to make time for because a rogue agent within the walls of Pennsylvania-based Liberated Syndicate, or whatever the fuck this company is called, decided to delete our entire feed. Now, she did so because I sent a few nasty emails because we had come up against a storage cap last week. And again, I don't want to bore you with the details, but I sent very aggressive tickets to their support system because they're one of these companies in in this fucking dystopia that we live in that has no telephone number. There is no way to reach a single human being. All you must do is write, hit send, and wait. Which, when you need something done quickly is just a very unsettling kind of feeling. I'll wait on 30 minutes, or I'll wait on hold for 30 minutes. Just tell me it's going to be that long. I'll hit you on speaker. Anyways.
But if you make him wait, he's going to type some stuff in all caps.
So I typed some stuff in all caps, said it was a horrible platform, refund our money, and I missed a little email, and it was from a woman named Kirsten, who said, "A refund has been issued, and I've closed your account." So I see this, and I get on LinkedIn, and I call every single person that I can at the company through the company directory, and I finally arrive at Kristen Green. I call her. She calls me back from a Dallas number. What's going on at this company? It sounds like a P.O. box scam, honestly. And she says, "Is this Dylan?" "Yeah." "Is this Kristen?" "Yes, sir." "Kristen, what happened to our podcast? Is it gone?" "No, sir. It's not gone." "Well, where is it?" "All you have to do is update your credit card info, sir, and you'll get the feedback."
An impossibility at this moment.
Yeah, I don't want to bore you with the details, but you cannot access the billing info for this podcast because it is erased from the internet. And also, I said, "Kristen, but why would that save our show? Because we don't have a payment problem. Why would I need to update my billing?" And she says, "When you ask for a refund, we close your entire content library down." And I said, "Well, that just sounds illegal and untrue. But how do I get this feedback?" So we get the feedback.
And this was on the phone?
This was all on the phone.
By the way, there was a couple emails that I was privy to between you and multiple people that work at this organization.
Yeah.
They're fun reads.
It makes you wonder some of the, like, whatever happened to Primal Wine? How did that relationship end? Or
I was thinking about Primal Wine the other day.
Here's the thing, though. Dylan, you were a little nasty on your emails, but that doesn't give the right of customer service to come back. One reveled, I could see. I think they had some all caps email responses too. "Your entire show has been deleted, and it's we will be unable to get it back," or something. I read that. I was in, oh my God.
Yeah.
Felt bad a little bit, even though I hate The Bachelor.
Right.
I was like, wow, you deleted all 5 years of my work.
Right.
It's pretty scary.
Yeah. So anyway, we get the feedback, and I say, "Hey, so Kristen, what I think happened is you saw a nasty email from me, and you decided to close the account." And she cut me off and said, "No, sir, that is not what happened." And I go, "Okay. Well, just before I go, you're telling me right now that your policy," because I just want to confirm this, Kristen Green, "your policy is that if somebody asks for a refund, you close their account down." And she said, if you ask for a full refund, yes. You asked for a storage refund. I misread the email." I said, "You misread the email and you closed our entire account." She said, "Yes, sir, you have it back. Is there anything else I can do?" And I said, "No." Then we fired off an email. And I just said,
I narked hard.
Nick narked hard.
You did.
But in the nicest way possible.
You said, "I don't want this person fired."
Yes.
I said, "I certainly don't want anybody to get in trouble." But...
And I said the same thing in my email. I said, it was her.
This is
her title. This is her phone number. This is when she called me. Don't fire her, but it's your call. I don't want her fired.
My exact sentence was, "I don't want anybody to get in trouble, but we were told our show was deleted because of a misread email."
Mm-hmm.
So I wrote in the email to the higher ups, just want to clarify a couple of these bold points so we have them on record. Is your policy that if a refund is asked, you cancel their show without telling them whatsoever? And they wrote, of course, no. So Kristen Green just was having a bad day and decided to destroy our entire business for a week.
Yeah. I'm proud of you, though, Nicky. You don't ask for someone's firing. Personal story here. One of my work trucks has our phone number prominently displayed on it, and I happen to be driving that vehicle one day and probably not driving that well. And someone calls the number, and on the other end, it was an angry gentleman. He said, "I want to talk to your boss."
So no,
it was an Indian guy.
Yeah,
he said,
no, I know.
Your driver just cut me off. And I said, what color's the car? I'm driving in the car. And he says,
just do English.
Yeah. And he says, and I'm like kind of laughing, and I go, sir, I am so sorry. Where is the driver now? He's like, he drove off. I can't see him anymore. I'm like, I am so sorry. We've had problems with that driver time and time again. I will fire him the second he shows back up to the office. And he's like, good.
Yeah.
I was like, you're a mean bastard.
Right.
You would want someone to get fired?
You off? Yeah.
Well, he said he had his wife in the car.
Okay.
I almost killed her.
Okay.
That was so untrue.
He
was taking forever to take a fucking left turn, and the yellow light was going to turn red, so I just went around him. I had somewhere I had to go.
And Pat's employee was not fired, though he did get a stern talking to.
In the mirror. So anyways, our podcast is fine.
You actually gave me, like, now that I complained about a customer service person or like an employee to like a higher up, I'm going to make it a point this week, and I'll try to get an update next week of reaching out to upper management to give props to someone who has helped me. And
it's called a Yelp review, Nick.
But more specific than that.
Hey, listen, if I'm on the phone, credit card, lease office, gas company, whatever it is, if there's a 1 to 5 and I have a 5, I'm hitting 5.
Oh, yeah.
Good on you. I had a lovely experience with you.
I just had a customer experience yesterday. Get this. This TV that we use here, I think it costs like $3,000.
Yeah.
Great TV.
Great TV. Yeah.
I've been paying $100 a month just because the wife and I, it's not like we didn't have the money. It's you're told when you're trying to get your credit really good. And stuff.
Easy little credit.
So I got a Best Buy credit card.
Yeah.
So it's been 2 years.
I love that he specified. It's like his card just got declined at the registry. It's like, I swear to God.
Right.
No, so I don't really pay attention to the bills, but I had it down to like $980, and I was kind of contemplating just paying the thing off, but I'm like, we'll just pay $100 a month. Who cares?
Yeah.
I look on the goddamn thing. The new bill was $2,500. It was a 2-year promotion, and then after 2 years, all the interest it was a no interest credit card for Best Buy. They backed it all back into $2,500. So I made a payment for $200. I guess I got to start chipping away at this again. And
Corey
then
Feldman-esque in their business practices.
Yeah,
that is fucked
that's
up.
Citibank, and I have a Best Buy card too, and they do horrific things.
Well, so
horrific
I
things.
called, and I will admit I was on hold for 30 minutes. I got past. I was definitely in the Philippines for a little while,
Right.
And then once I said I want this interest knocked off,
Right.
I got passed to somebody in Texas,
Yeah.
and it took about 30 minutes, but they agreed to it, but under one condition: I pay the entire thing off. And I said, no problem, I'll do that right now. So I had to pay off the $900 or $700 or whatever.
Yeah, but still, why would you have to do that?
But I was trying to make the case for her because she said, well, Best Buy is doing this to incentivize you. She was trying to explain the business model. And I said, yeah. I get it.
I don't care.
It's predatory.
I said, this is Best Buy. I already bought the TV from them.
Right.
So now you're going to add on 24 annual percentage rate interest on top of me?
Yeah.
She didn't get it.
Right.
I said, what you do? And by the way, why are you trying to get me to pay this off? Knock the interest up to 10% and then stretch it out so you can make a little bit of money.
Be smarter about this. Yeah.
You want me to pay it off? This is absolutely absurd. Yeah. But I will say 5 stars. They had me do the thing once they allowed me to knock off that $2,000 of interest.
I had a great experience with Best Buy banking as well.
You did too.
Phenomenal experience. I refused to pay it because after a month they
you realize that destroys your credit.
They declined. They had the wrong address. They sent the card to the wrong place, so I couldn't get online and pay, or it was going to take too much time without having the card.
I was actually there the day for an hour and 15 minutes that Dylan took to sign up for this credit card. That made me irate. I'm pretty sure our country was under some sort of cyber attack. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all went down.
Yeah.
Best Buy shit wouldn't work in this 30 minutes. It was very harrowing experience.
Yeah, Nick was like, hey, if you need help setting up an entire studio tomorrow, I'll dedicate 7 hours of my day to you if you need, which is a brotherly, lovely thing to do. And in return, I decided to open up a Best Buy card while Nick was waiting in line. It took about 40 minutes. But anyway, so I get this card. They send it to the wrong address. I refuse to pay until I get the card. And they shut the thing down after a month, which I think is just absolutely ridiculous. So then I start seeing it hit the credit report a little bit, and it starts to go down. And I go, okay, this is not going to work. So I call up Best Buy, and I go, hey, listen.
How much was it on the card?
It was like I think there was an $800 balance or something like that. So I go, hey, what I'm going to need you to do is pen a letter to the credit bureau and get this off my credit report immediately. Otherwise, I'm closing this out, and I'm paying you all the money right now. Not a great threat, but threatening enough. She said, don't worry about it. We'll write them right now. 2 weeks. Credit back up to like 760.
Look at you, dude. You can buy a house with that credit score.
I know.
Did you get a copy of the letter? I know it sounds like it shot up, but that's what they always say because those people will tell you what the fuck ever.
Yeah.
You need a copy of that.
Look at
letter.
that.
I know. Sweet, sweet lady. Yeah. So anyways, we got our feedback, and just to pay off your credit cards.
Yeah, definitely. Get that down.
Yeah, and you should definitely pay off any Amazon cards you have when you're getting stuff shipped to your front porch.
Oh, me? Is that to me? You throwing to me?
Is that what happened to him?
No, it wasn't me. He stole the package from my neighbor. Here, Nick, can you pull up an image here? I'm going to...
Absolutely.
Because right off the bat, I want to paint a picture. All right, so I want to talk about my life and my wife and living in Los Angeles. And this is a zombie story. I realize we are in World War III. There are much more important things than little Patty having to fight off zombies walking around my neighborhood.
Your life, your wife, his knife.
It was a taser, actually.
Oh, right.
Okay, so Saturday morning, I wake up. The wife's always up 45 minutes before me. Okay. Please, Susie. And full disclosure, my wife wants to move out of California. She wants us to move to Texas. I will miss Nikki and Dylan and all my friends here if she does that to me. But over and over, my wife is getting angrier and angrier, and more people are leaving Los Angeles and California. So this didn't help on Saturday when I wake up, and I'm always excited to see Ellie. She's usually watching her little iPhone, some cartoon, and the wife's drinking coffee.
You're really bearing the lead. Are you moving?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
No, I'm doing a renovation. Hopefully I can afford it.
Well, yeah, to flip your house and leave Texas and leave us.
No.
Then we're going to have to get an ISDN line.
I'll never leave you. So I wake up and the wife's panicked because she just watched, you'll see the image this is why you got to watch the videos. You'll see a zombie and he has a package in his hand. That package I believe to be what would be a laptop. At least that's what we theorized. And he's got a backpack on. This is 8:39 in the morning. He's just strolling through our little street. And the package was actually lifted from the house next door, directly to the right of this house. And now he's walking up this driveway to the house. This was bought by, I haven't figured out who the NBA player is yet, but he bought this house. He's not living there. He's doing a full renovation before him and his family move in. They're very lovely, by the way.
I got to know who that is.
We'll find out. And so what he does, and we don't have the video, is he basically does a full rundown search to see if he can enter this property. And then he leaves. And this is about the time that I'm walking up. Excuse me. And my wife says, let me show you a picture and let me show you a video. The file's too big, so I didn't send it to Nikki. She says, this guy stole that package and he was scoping around our neighbors across the street to see if he could, it looks like, break in or see if he could see any property. And then now he left. So I, as a man, now with a family, and zombies can be dangerous, I was like, you know what, honey? We have to stop this because when we keep allowing this happen in our neighborhood, no one reports it. No one does anything. So I said, call 911.
Now, okay, a lot of turns there.
Yeah, I did not think that was going to be the answer to stop.
Now,
I thought you were going
because I have a wife, because I have a life, because I have a baby.
I shouldn't be going after this guy.
Right, but that was the turn. You decided to go after the guy.
I said, enough is enough.
But then you didn't go after the guy. You just called the cops.
No, I said, you call the cops. I'm going after him.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So I said, meanwhile, I'll go for a donut run for Ellie.
Oh.
So I hop in the car.
This is some Liam Neeson type shit. You don't even tell her.
Fuck someone up and then get a fritter.
So I drive down the street, and I'm about a half a mile away. He'd made some ground, and he's walking on the street.
But his pants are very... it'd be tough to flee in those things.
He was about 5'8". I would have beaten the shit out of this bitch.
Okay.
So I drive along, and I recognize the red backpack. My wife was right in getting the description of this guy. So I pull alongside, and I roll down my window, my passenger side window.
Yeah.
And he's on the sidewalk. And I said, hey. I said, what's up? I said, I know you stole that package. What's the name on it? And he won't lift it up. He goes, it's mine. I've been carrying it around all day. What's it to you? And I said, you just stole it off my neighbor's porch, you piece of shit. I said, throw it in my passenger seat and there won't be a problem. Yeah. I said, fuck you. It's mine. And I said, I have video of you stealing it, you loser.
Yeah.
You were just down that street
Pat's
scoping out that house.
Insult.
I bet it fucking.
And he says,
There's a knife, though.
you're barking up the wrong tree, bitch.
Yeah.
Ooh. Direct quote?
Direct quote. And I said, throw in the package. And he goes, I'll tell you what, show me the picture of me stealing it, and I'll throw it in there. Oh, actually, first he said, if you want it, I'll sell it to you right now. It's a laptop.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
so
I'll
I
trade
looked
you
at,
a knuckle sandwich.
I
for it.
looked at my phone, and that's when he pulls out a taser. And he basically points it at me. And he just starts threatening me, calling me a bitch and whatever the fuck.
Right.
And that's when I could have gotten out of the car, and I could have fought this guy.
Yeah.
Could have ran him home.
Yeah, could have done that too.
Not saying you should have.
But that's when I made a decision that I will leave the scene. I will follow up with the police. I will file a police report. I will do my due diligence because I have a kid at home. What if this guy hits me with this and then he's got a knife, and then my daughter, I got a life insurance policy, but she's still got to tell all her future boyfriends how her dad died while he was out getting donuts for her.
Yeah.
That's honestly, would probably instill her to find a man that's going to treat her right if her dad died protecting her. So.
Or she would go on some type of man on fire rampage when she came of age and learned about the broken policies,
Exactly.
I'm only seeing positives.
Right.
So anyway, I go home, and the police finally show up, and we got all the evidence, and they say, I'm sorry to tell you, we can't do anything. There's no victim here. I said, he fucking stole a computer off the neighbor's thing over there. He's like...
And he threatened you.
And he threatened me. He goes, well, that's just your word against his. And I said, well, all right, I get it.
I have a home. He doesn't.
I get it, guys. I get it. Well, that's not really the argument. The argument is now you got a fucking asshole, a weaponized zombie walking around the neighborhood.
Yeah.
And he's stealing packages off. They can't do anything. They said, look, this is when they get honest with me. They're like, you got to start voting these idiots out of office.
Oh, Pat, don't get political here.
No,
The
I'm
cop
not.
said that.
I'm not. The cop said this.
Yeah, okay.
And he said, here's the phone number to the senior lead officer. By the way, we handle this area, and this is what else they offer to me. They said, these people at this point are not people that want help. We constantly go to all these encampments. We say, we have a little house for you. We have the services. They decline it. They don't want it. They said on any given night, get this, 500 empty beds in Los Angeles are open to anybody. They can't fill them. They said at this point, these people do not want the services. Not all of them.
Right.
But
And
the
now,
ones still having
not all zombies are quite as bad as this breed, which I think is, I don't know, a crimey. Not all of them are open criminals. Some of them are just fish heads who like to do crack.
Yeah, well, that's still illegal to be doing crack.
Totally, and it's not right to shit in the LA River, despite how poisonous it is already. But not everybody's as bad as this crimey here.
Well, at 8:30 in the morning, walking through a neighborhood with a taser in your hand, stealing property, like he's ready.
Yeah.
If you find him, like
Right.
he's ready to go with you. The police told me this. It was they gave me some interesting information. They said. They weren't calling them zombies, but I refer to them that. Any zombies living on an embankment on a freeway, those are the more diabolical ones, and those are the ones associated with the gangs because that's where they keep all the drugs because they're the CHP is in charge of people that live on the embankment of the freeway, and they don't have time to deal with people living on the side of the freeway. So they're off where basically the police don't have the... What do you call it? Where they get to
Manpower? No, the jurisdiction.
Jurisdiction to go near the freeways. So if you actually hit one of those up, they're the cachet of all the drugs and weapons or whatever.
Oh, cool.
Which is crazy to think. You're like, why is that one up there near the freeway on the Pete
Cool.
Moss?
Yeah.
They
It's
also
like the
said,
club that I passed under the underpass. He was blasting music, and he had like a fucking
No, but those are the
canopy tent that definitely had a bunch of drugs in there.
Yeah, but those are the party boys. Those aren't the gangsters.
What are we going to call this zombie that tried to kill old Patty here?
I don't know.
A weapon zombie?
No, definitely not that.
A zapper zombie?
A zappy? I mean, I don't know if all of them have tasers, but we'll do some work off mine.
One last note on this. They said that they put out 24 encampment fires in Los Angeles a day. A day. Okay. Zombies. I want
zombies. If you're out there listening,
if you're any Patreons out there, I want to live in Los Angeles, but you are making the case for my wife Cherie to get the fuck out of here. Please stop. Please help us. Help us, world.
And then this kind of one bit, not a bit, story bursts another bit. I guess it's not another, a bit where we get the strongest civilian taser you can find, and I swear to God, I could still attack you. It's all mental. You just have to really, you gotta want it. I honestly think I could walk through a civilian level taser, not a police taser. I'm not fucking delusional.
Right.
I think anything you can sell legally without any sort of license, I could walk through. No problem.
No, and if you did, I believe in your hand-to-hand combat skills.
It's not hand-to-hand.
No. But listen, if you are, let's say, well practiced in Hapkido, your power plus my power equals my power, circular motion. If you execute it properly, you'll probably get nicked a little on the arm, and it'll shoot a little spiky. They'll shoot some spikies, but you have to have the mentality to get past that and get the Dell laptop from this man. Don't buy it back from him.
No.
Don't buy it back from him.
I even think if you can have like a Matilda level of control over what I'm trying to express, like I could bring in that I'd possibly be shooting some type of lasers back at you.
Right.
This would take years and lots of tasers.
Sure.
The point is, someone sent in a taser. Oh, which brings me to think. Someone sent us a gift.
What?
Yeah. They asked for our, I actually opened it because they asked for our, via Patreon message, patreon.com/anotherpodcastnetwork. They asked for our address. And I just gave them mine because I didn't want to ruin the surprise. But then they only put my name on it, not another podcast network. So I opened it. So
So
reveal.
So what is this gift?
Why don't
They're all open.
Okay.
Why does he get to open it? I asked for it.
No, you said what's in the gift. He basically
You know
ditched
what?
it.
And he did do something heroic over a package this week, so he should.
Lunch? Snack packs. Oh my God, I'm hungry right now. This is wonderfully timed.
What are they?
Well, go ahead, Nick. Why don't you talk while I'm
It may be explained in the card. Let's look at the other gift. Okay.
Should I read it from the top here?
Yeah.
All right. This was sent in January. Jesus Christ. What is this, from Alaska?
I've maybe had it for a week, but
okay.
It is Canada. It's from Canada.
Oh, nice. Dear I and only, Nick plus Pat plus Dylan.
One and only.
Sorry.
Three and only.
Oh, okay. Greetings from Canada. Enclosed is a vintage 2014 Rob Ford mayor election t-shirt, which I believe we've discussed on. Oh, here you go, Nikki. Wow. Okay. When Rob and Doug Forth both ran, Rob dropped out due to illness. R.I.P. I guess he's dead. Rolled sevens. Also a Canadian delicacy, cheesies. And then, what's the name of this? Small thanks for all the joy your podcasts have brought me over the last year and a half. Laughter is good medicine. Have an amazing 2022 and keep it up, baby Barnacle Franny. Wow.
Franny, thank you so much. These are fucking delicious.
Give me my own pack.
They're like better Cheetos.
Really?
Oh my God.
Now,
Hawkins Cheesies. Franny, what an incredible human being you are.
The Frockins cheesies were just a little taste of home from. It was from
Franny.
The little taste of home from Franny, but the real gift was alluding to our discussion we had about how who would wear politicians' merchandise.
The only politician we would ever support on our body is Rob Ford.
Rob Ford, and now I at least am part of Ford Nation.
Oh, dude, I would love that. Can I have that T-shirt, please? Can I have it?
Should we do some sort of game for it later?
Yeah.
I absolutely would wear this Ford Nation 2014.
Oh, me too, man. I really want that one.
So that was just the sweetest thing ever.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Franny. Hey, by the way, anybody else wants to send us stuff?
Yeah, put
hit us up on Patreon.
This address and don't kill me.
No, don't put your address here. Just go to Patreon. We'll direct message you there.
Okay, for other shows I'm trying to get a PO box set up, which is quite the bitch. Actually, you need to Oh my goodness.
All right, so zombies they're sprawling, they're crawling, and
I want to live in Los Angeles, so cut the shit.
Yeah. Hey, zombies, help us. I love the notion of you going and pleading with different encampments, like, guys, we're going to have to liquidate my $1.4 million home and move to Colorado to move into probably a 4,000 or 5,000 square foot home if you guys don't cut this shit out, okay?
Yeah. So please, hear me out.
Cut it out.
Cut it out. Can we talk about Corey Feldman?
No.
Huh?
You want to talk about Corey Feldman? I thought we were going to talk about the silver linings of World War III.
Oh, okay. We can do that.
What time? How much time are we at? 32. Yeah, we could.
Keep in mind, you guys were outside for 5 minutes.
True. Yeah. So we got plenty of time. I think we could talk about both. Maybe we uplift with Corey Feldman. Not that this is downlifting. In fact, it's the opposite.
No, it's the opposite. It's optimism in the face of absolute violence.
And small things. I just wanted to be clear. I'm about to talk about. So we all know, Russia has invaded Ukraine. Maybe right now could be attempting to take the capital of Kiev.
Yeah, and Applebee's ads are still running.
You guys know I often try to take a very positive outlook on most things.
Sure.
Also, this philosophy like tend to the garden you can touch, so I can ignore things basically outside my realm. But
You're essentially a Buddhist.
A little bit. Stoic, Buddhist, it's all very same thing. Am I in AA? It sounds like also they're all very similar tenets.
Sound like you're one of Keith Ranieri's boys.
The one where you write someone that you fucked over and ask for forgiveness, that's pretty unique to the 12 steps.
Yeah, which I have not. Yeah, which I have not done. But sometimes that gets shattered, like when one country invades another, and then we're on the brink of what seems like World War III.
And not with Libsyn.
Yeah.
Not with Libsyn.
Or zombies. Well, one is definitely the provocateur and the evil one, in my opinion.
I think so.
So this makes it a little easier. This doesn't have to be political. I think
it was Kristen Green. Everyone knows that it was Kristen Green.
Right.
Yeah, Kristen Green and Putin are basically same level. But we're all on the same page. I don't think this is political either. In fact, that's even why I did like digging. I wanted to see if there were other if there was a sentiment out there where we're just like the evil West, and Russia's like, no, we need to do this.
It's a carcass. Everybody's using it for however they want to fucking use it.
Very true. Nonetheless,
fuck it. You can eat off of it. Whatever you want to do to it.
Nonetheless, I've done just the last couple of days. I've just been glued to Twitter live streams of people walking around the cities in Ukraine, updates from both sides.
You know, I did something I was so ashamed of the other day. I kept a live stream of Ukraine on while I was editing a podcast episode. For what? To see explosions in real time? I was like, why do I have this open? It's so fucked up. It's just this haunting imagery of a quiet Kiev.
I feel with every so often you hear something in the background and you're like, that wasn't good. But I felt the same way. I started to watch over I don't want to be ignorant, but then you continue to watch because of this.
And it is fascinating. I mean, there are geopolitical military maneuvering at a massive scale. People
in 2022, before all our eyes live.
It's unbelievable.
So my depression was starting to set in after just watching.
Turn off the TV, dude.
Turn off the TV, or it's kind of like what Mr. Rogers used to say. If you see an accident on TV and it makes you scared, look for the people that are helping. And that's
Mr. Rogers said that?
Yeah. Oh, wow. It's a great thing to tell children.
And then he said, "Get back in that closet."
Don't do that to him. That's not what that Tom Hanks movie was about, was it?
Yeah, it's so weird how there's no acceptance of pedophilia surrounding Mr. Rogers. And I understand that people who watched him were so influenced in such a positive way that to even joke about that kind of thing.
That he might have had a kink that he never acted on.
But the jokes are there to be made. I mean, he looks like a fucking pedophile.
Oh yeah, and he talks.
And he's around children all the time.
Mm-hmm. Doesn't he have any bite to him? Maybe he was Bob Saget when the camera's turned off and everybody has him wrong. But this has been depressing me. So
Beautiful quote.
I decided to find some silver linings. Many of them are trivial and really don't at all combat the loss of life, the families being torn apart from each other. You know, men 18 to 60 are forebode from leaving the country.
Yeah.
Families leaving in trains.
They're like, show us your passport and we'll hand you a pistol. I mean, absolute nightmarish stuff going on. But you have silver linings.
I mean, actually, I didn't even add that one. But if I could show someone a passport and get a pistol, I know that new edition. I have 4. I would love a pistol, but I'm too lazy to go to the gun store and wait 3 weeks in California. I don't know what it is, but I'm sure it's
6 hours.
Yeah.
No, it's definitely
yeah. Taking away my rights is what you're saying. 6 hours, longest 6 hours of my life.
What you mean? I can't get it right now?
Number 3.
What the fuck?
Best silver lining, and you guys are gonna again.
There's gonna be 3 of them.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
But the last one. And what I believe is the most impactful has a number of examples and is actually very sincere. The other ones are kind of jokes.
Okay.
About this horrific, dark thing going on.
Okay.
But number 3 is fire memes. Never in this age of the internet has a war gone on so in the news, and the internet, I don't know, comedians have just been killing it with the memes. I'm not even going to show you examples because I want to move on.
Right.
But wow, fire memes out there. People will send them. People will post them in the Facebook group. There's fire war memes out there.
Yeah.
Number 2, which I do have some visuals for, we are being uncovered the bad domestic actors, people who are using the war for their own personal gain, or just lamenting their selfish losses. Number 1 being Joy Behar.
Oh my God!
This is in PMZ.
Should I not hit it? Should we make people go to the $10 tier?
Yeah, I think that's a good tease if you want to hear us talk about
I have
Joy
a segment
Behar.
called Idiot of the Week.
Awesome. Okay.
But we should also, and I think it's okay to have this discussion here, or maybe just talk about the fact that we need to talk about it.
I have another bad actor as an example.
Okay, good. But really quickly, the View needs to end. The View needs to stop. It's.
If you want to hear, I agree with you, and if you want to hear more about that, throw in another $5 in the hopper at PMZ. We're going to discuss it at length.
Joy Behar and Whoopi Goldberg get to just say whatever they want to say at 11 o'clock in the morning. It's such an insanely dangerous
2 million
thing.
people watch those idiots. Can you believe that? Sorry, Nicky.
No problem at all. Go to patreon.com/Another Podcast Network and sign up for the Bird of War tier, the $10 tier to see PMZ. And
that was very selfless of you.
No problem. I don't want to retread stuff. And
We're all about positivity right now in the face of this.
We have to be. That's all we have, you know?
Again, getting depressed because I was watching too much Twitter of bombings. But here's another bad actor. And again, this is the number 2 silver lining, finding these bad actors and then actually our nation uniting against them.
Right.
People hate Joy Behar, and they also hate Anna Lynn McCord right now.
Okay, who is Anna Lynn McCord?
She's just some Instagram model who also has humanitarian bullshit in her bio. But she got famous being an Instagram model.
Okay.
Is she going to talk about if he had a better mother, he wouldn't be behaving this way?
If she was his mother. She wrote a poem, If I Was Putin's Mother. Now, feel free to cut this off at any time. I won't get upset like the Chance the Rapper thing because this is grating.
Okay.
Vladimir Putin. I'm so sorry that I was not your mother. If I was your mother, you would have been so loved, held in the arms of joyous light. Never would the stories plight the world unfurled before our eyes, a pure demise of nations sitting peaceful under a night sky. If I was your mother, the world would have been warm. So much laughter and joy, and nothing would harm. I can't imagine the stain, the soul-stealing pain that the little boy you must have seen and believed.
Okay.
And the formulation.
So there are so many things with this, right?
Can I start off? You weren't. We're here.
All right.
So it's moot.
Right.
And also, I would, if she was, I don't think she would have changed shit.
Well, so here's the thing. Poetry is it's a medium of art that's written. You know, you're most often supposed to read poetry. But the thing about her is that her entire existence is front-facing. So she probably has a passion for poetry. But the thing is, in her reality, she's got to do and be in whatever she's going to put out. So her reading this poem makes it 50 times worse. Now, if you read the poem with the context, this was written by an Instagram model about how she wishes she could have been Putin's mother, you would think, oh, what a crazy person. This poem's, like nauseating, but it's nowhere near as bad as this candid ring lit video.
Nick, what are some of the haters saying to her, which she completely deserves?
I mean, you could see by the ratio going on here, she's got 103,000 quote tweets, which is just people flaming her. The amount of replies, I'm sure is just...
Yeah, please go to Kate's thing down there, because I'm sure she did a poem.
Dear President Vladimir Putin, I'm so sorry that I was not your mother. You would get so many raspberries after your bath. Real funny ones on your little Putin belly. You'd laugh so much you'd shake like a bowl of Putin jelly. If I had been your mother, I'd let you stay up late to watch 90 Day Fiancé.
Okay.
You wouldn't understand it, but we'd have fun anyway.
That's from Barstool.
Yeah, she's a Barstool personality and mother. But yeah, and then someone said, ladies and gentlemen, I have sad news to report. Celebrities are at it again.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Very reminiscent of
What was that?
that PMZ.
Well, it
the
was
black and white.
Aaron Paul was the one who stuck out the most because he's like, I'm a racist. We're all racist. And they had that horrible music underneath it. Oh 2020 was shit.
I am a racist.
Yes. So yeah, they're getting. She is getting absolutely flamed. Let's just maybe read one.
Oh
see if it's
no!
funny.
Celebrities, shut up right now for at least the next 2 weeks.
Yeah,
please.
I think we got it.
Okay.
But yeah, what a domestic bad actor or bad apple, whatever.
Wow.
But it's good that we're finding her and our nation is united against her because that was
Yeah,
number
we need
2.
something, a cause to fight against.
Exactly. That was
Yeah. We don't have any bad
We can't
guys
do
in the
anything
world.
about. It looks like we can't do anything about Putin, but we can do something about her.
Yeah, we
Exactly.
can ratio the fuck out of her.
Dude, we should ratio Putin.
Yeah. Episode title.
You know what happens when the leader of Russia is addicted to crackers? Or what do you call it? Putin on the Ritz.
Okay.
That one got him.
What's the third silver lining?
The third silver lining is the illumination of the defiance, the dignity, and the bravery of the Ukrainian people. And I just have a few examples. Here's one. Mayor of Kiev, former heavyweight boxer Vladimir Putin. Vladimir Klitschko has signed up to join the army. And I think if he follows through and he fights for Ukraine, it'll finally allow me to forgive him for ruining heavyweight boxing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just hold and drag and hold and drag.
Right. Yeah.
I'm sure a lot of people were upset about this, but I think you'd agree that that possibly offset it.
If he perishes, it'll be very, very sad, and it'll be very reminiscent of that NFL player who passed away.
Pat Tilden.
Pat Tillman, although this will make more sense because Pat Tillman volunteered to go into a war we had nothing to do with, and this guy is fighting for our
Now, Nick, you're not going to play a clip with someone dying or anything, are you?
No,
Oh,
absolutely.
okay.
This is a second example of the number one silver lining, the illumination of the dignity, defiance, and bravery of the Ukrainian people.
Yes.
There is reportedly a Ukrainian fighter pilot who has taken out 6 Russian jets in air-to-air combat. He's being called the Ghost of Kiev.
Yeah.
Now, by most accounts, this seems to be not a real person, probably multiple pilots, but is given a beacon of hope for the people.
Wow.
And morale is relatively high on the Ukrainian side from the Twitter list that I follow.
Unbelievable.
Can you imagine if Ukraine fights this fucking whack job out of there? What an embarrassment that would be.
What is this?
Third example
of
the illumination of the dignity, defiance, and bravery of the Ukrainian people is the 13 brave soldiers who refused to give up Snake Island. They were being attacked by a Russian warship, and before, as they were told to surrender, they said, "Hey, go fuck yourself," over the radio.
Yeah.
They told each other, "This is it," and then they said, "Go fuck yourself," and they perished.
They were decimated by a Russian warship. But
What did they do? Just launch a bunch of missiles at them?
I don't know.
Boy, how brave is that?
Yeah.
What are they going to do? They're on a fucking island. You're going to kill a bunch of people because they told you to fuck off? God. I can't believe this is happening in 2022.
The Ghost of Kiev is so cool.
It should be a movie.
This is, by the way, I kind of think it's kind of disgusting how we're taking this in, because a lot of us, I think, are looking through this like this is a reality TV show that we're kind of enjoying on a certain level.
It deeply depressed me. I'm not looking at it.
I'm not accusing you. I'm saying I think a lot of people are taking in this as like content. It's like, hey, God, I wish I could just shake some people, because I've also witnessed some people making comments on Facebook. Maybe perhaps people would accuse us of making light of it in some capacity, but I saw an image my wife showed me, because I chose not to. My wife was watching the news last night, and I said, can we just watch a documentary or something like that? It's not like I'm a bad person.
Are you about to bum us out?
Yeah, she showed me a picture of basically a nursery underground where you can hear bombs being dropped off, and you see just a bunch of kids,
Yep.
That's fucking horrible shit. So I chose to watch Music Box's Bill Simmons produced Juice World doc, which was about a full-on drug addict for 2 years.
Are
Are
gonna be
you
covered in
fucking
PMZ?
kidding me? You watched a documentary on Juice World?
He's got one
Why
song.
do you need to watch docs? It's like you can only watch docs.
It's true.
If anybody is accusing me of making light of it, they're not understanding the segment.
I'm not accusing you.
I know. You said people may accuse us, but this is the final one of Silver Lining number 1, the illumination of the dignity, defiance, and bravery of the Ukrainian people.
The mother of the ghost of Kiev.
This woman approaching a Russian soldier, basically telling him to fuck off and telling him that all Russian soldiers should put sunflower seeds in their pockets. So when their bodies are strewn across Ukraine, sunflowers will arise from their bodies.
Yeah, boy.
Whoa.
She tells him to fuck off. You
Yeah,
shouldn't
no,
be here.
these are very, very hard people. You know, if
Dignified, defiant, and brave.
if Putin landed in Long Beach and started rolling through California,
Right.
I think we'd fold pretty fucking quickly.
These are
Century City would not put up a fight.
You know, when I went to college, I went to school in Reno, which was a lot of skiing up there and stuff. A lot of future Olympiads would be my co-students or whatever, my peers.
Your peers.
And a lot of them were from Russia. And it was so nice having gone through the Cold War because they spoke English. I didn't speak Russian. But we'd all be partying with each other. You know, like 20 of them. And they were the nicest people. And and you just realized at the same time that, like, oh, your government was telling you this. We were supposed to be scared of you. And now we're all sitting here drinking in a college dorm.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
And they're probably back in Russia, and their kids are probably some of these soldiers right now.
Oh, yeah, that's really heartwarming. So anyways, guys, stay tuned for whatever's on the horizon. Hopefully it's good news. Hopefully it's not bad news. Guys, we will be here next week with more gabbing, goofing, and silver linings. Jump in the iTunes ratings, your reviews. Leave 5 stars, Nick.
And if you're like, what the fuck? Aren't you going to follow up on that Corey Feldman saga you guys had going on the Another Podcast Network YouTube channel? There is going to be a full recap, just telling the story from beginning to end. You could have never heard of us before and just learn about us finding Corey.
A documentary that is Patrick worthy.
I'll watch it.
Fuck yeah.
What streaming service are we going to upload it
It's on YouTube at
Oh.
our YouTube channel. Guys, we'll see you next week. We love you.
Extremely poor audio in this doc, I will say that.
See you later. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.